Hello everybody and welcome to Killer Instinct. This is a game that got to replace Wizardry Heart of Maelstrom when I realized that I probably cannot see well enough to play that game. And also I'm not too good at D&D. I thought it was a different game that I had. So yeah, it got messed up there. So Killer Instinct. This is a game that I actually prefer to Mortal Kombat. Don't get me wrong, I love Mortal Kombat, but I consider this game to be, not really better, but like the characters are a lot more interesting, and to me anyway. I really think we probably should have had a Killer Instinct movie as well as, I think this is the controls, just so that y'all can see this. There's also different endings to this game depending on what character you pick. Kinda like in Mortal Kombat. Except you have to beat the entire game on hard mode in order for that to happen. So one thing that I really like is you can change your colors. Which is really freaking cool, especially if you're playing this with multiple people. Let's see. Customization was always something that I really liked. We'll be the Black Orchid. Versus Orchid! There's a full story of this. Look at this game. Ready? Fight! There's a lot of different combos you can do, just like in Mortal Kombat. Orchid is actually one of the worst to fight because her combos are very deadly, as such. I don't quite remember what they are. I believe there are also fatalities in this game as well, so that's a thing. As you can see, Orchid can turn into a cat. That's what I was kind of waiting for. Orchid is not one that I'm known for playing well. This is the other game that my family would play non-stop. They would have everyone play it, even kids. And I remember as a kid thinking, fake blood is stupid. Like, who do they think, you know, kids are to be, you know, that weak-stomached? But anyway, since it was just a tinge of blood. This is the character that my cousins and a few of my uncles were great at. Because Jago, the American Ninja, is one of the hardest characters in the game to beat if you're playing against somebody else. He has a lot of very fast-based abilities, and they're very hard to dodge, especially in this environment. Ow. Alright, Jago. This is the game that one of my relatives actually got, a not Mortal Kombat, a, Killer Instinct-based cheat controller. So that they could beat each other with. There's one of the ultra combos. Unlike in Mortal Kombat, where I believe there's a limit to how many combos you can do at one time, I don't think Killer Instinct has the same luxury. Just going through the characters here. Let's try Saberwolf. And yes, you get to fight a literal werewolf, a literal skeleton, a literal dinosaur. I don't know, the character designs in this one just are so awesome. There's more non-humans than humans in this endeavor. Saberbolt Wolf has some of the hardest combos to dodge if I can just remember how to do them properly. I don't quite remember. It may not seem like it right now, but I actually have beaten this game on hard on most of the characters. There we go. There we go, that's it. I believe it's, that, but it's too late now. Also, unlike, Mortal Kombat, you don't have limited continues. You can just keep going so long as you press start before the 10 seconds are up, which is way better than just losing your entire save just because you messed up one time. Getting used to something, and you can also change your character, which wasn't the same as in, what's it called? There we go. You can also duck. Darn. Can't remember which punch button it is. I can't remember if it's back or forward. I did it a couple times, but... Also, different characters have different damage premiums. If you're also quick on the buttons, you can also recover, just like in Mortal Kombat. You can recover and change the entire tide of the battle. Let's be the blue flame! Cinder! There we go. That Cinder's thing is he can turn into a flame bolt. There we go. Can't remember if it's back or forwards. Usually, to go forward, you have to press back, which is weird. There we go. There's also another ability he has, but I'm trying to use it, but it's not working out. There we go. Come on, Jago. Go away. I really wish I learned a little bit more of the abilities and had that stick in my head a little bit more. Cinder versus Cinder. My sister's favorite character is Cinder and Orchid. She can use them both very effectively. There are two elementals in this thing. There's also Glacius the alien. We have an alien, a robot, fire guy, lady that is a spy, but can also turn into a cat. Just generally a lot of powers. A lot of powers. Here we are fighting Glacius, one of the hardest characters in the game to fight at all. He's equivalent of Sub-Zero, except he can melt. I'm not sure if he's ice-based or if he's metal-based and can just melt, but since this has always been an ice thing and he's called Glacius, I always thought he was, I'm not sure if any of my family really played as Glacius growing up. The strongest base attacker is Fulgore, and he's the robot. But each character has their own level of strength and combos. Continue. Let me rest bucket Fulgore. This Fulgore can stun very well. I'm trying to remember one of Fulgore's abilities, but I can't remember it. Fulgore, by the way, is my favorite character. Not only is he a cool robot dude who looks like a knight, but he also, is very beginner friendly. Because of his attack power being higher. Okay. Again, I don't quite remember Fulgore's abilities. One of Fulgore's many abilities is to be able to stun lock people. I definitely did not do that. Let's be Spinal. Spinal works kind of like, Kung Lao in some ways. Eh. Hmm. Let's see here. The Green Riptor. I think the last time I played this game was like 4 or 5 years ago. Riptor has a lot of abilities. He specifically can do that. Generally pressing back while you're attacking of all of his abilities is a good idea. Can't risk any more hits. And I risked a hit. Darn. The chocolate dragon thing. Okay. Yeah, the thing that sucks about Glacius is his ability to just... Oh, this is awkward. The thing that makes Glacius so hard to fight is he has so many freaking abilities to just defend himself and attack. Wasn't enough for this dragon. Dinosaur. Riptor versus Riptor. May the best Riptor win. God, I still remembered that one. Riptor is pretty easy to learn because Riptor has a lot of movements that are based on just pressing a bunch of buttons and pressing the back button too. Like going backwards while you're doing it. Saber Wolf. Lizard versus Wolf. Oh, I beat you. I wasn't expecting that. Thought I died, actually. Whew. Good old Riptor. Versus Combo. Combo's actually got some of the best combos in the game. Whether or not he's based on Mike Tyson is to be, deciphered. As you can see. There's a lot of combo-based attacks, and he can be very cheesed as a result. Him and Jago have some of the most devastating combos. It's definitely a good idea to know how to do the combo breaker stuff at this point. Just gonna stick with Riptor, my good buddy. Oh yeah, another thing about Spinal is he can also revive himself or recover his HP, and he's the only one that can do that. Ow, my face. Sometimes it's good to fight against Combo with things that stun him, because if you can stun him long enough, then you can actually win. But if not, then you get this as a result. I think that's all time I have, though, for this episode, so hope you all enjoyed watching. Hope you learned something, and see you guys in the next one.